In this video, we'll be going over one of the best morning practice routines that will 10x your productivity when practicing. I've been using this for a while now, and it has single-handedly enabled me to learn some of the hardest covers on YouTube. This routine will provide a solid foundation to your approach to learning efficiently, better enabling you to learn the pieces that you actually want to play. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first thing you need to do before you even start playing is to get warmed up. It's easy to forget that playing piano is a physical activity, and warming up can really help prevent tension and make your playing smoother. Just over a year ago, I had an RSI, which made playing very painful, and it took several months to go away. I now know that this was caused from bad posture and not stretching before playing, and with the amount I was playing at the time, it led to an RSI. This routine should drastically help reduce the risk of this happening to you, like it did to me. I usually start with simple wrist stretches. I rotate my wrist in circles, first in one direction and then the other. This helps to loosen up any stiffness, especially if you've just woken up. Then I move on to finger stretches. I usually just pull back each finger until it starts to become uncomfortable and holding it just for a few seconds, just to get everything loosened up. I recommend roughly 10 repetitions of wrist circles in both directions, and for finger stretches, like I said, about 2 to 3 seconds per finger. I also find that shaking your hands and shoulders out can help get rid of any stiffness, and also pushing your hands against the side of the keys can help stretch out the hand and be especially beneficial for pieces which require a lot of octaves. With all of these stretches, make sure to not go beyond your limit. It can be harmful, especially if done improperly for a long time, so make sure to build good habits and do it the right way. Once you feel warmed up, it's time to move on to some finger exercises. Hand and exercises are my go-to for this because they're great for simultaneously building strength and finger dexterity, while also being simple enough to not require too much thinking, especially early in the morning. I like to play just a few of these exercises at a comfortable pace, making sure to focus on keeping it even and relaxed. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about drilling the right technique to eventually be able to play it fast, but also smoothly. After you've warmed up with the exercises, you can now start looking at the pieces which you are currently working on. This is where I spend a bit more time working on the pieces which I'm learning. I usually pick just a couple sections or bars which I find particularly difficult, and I dedicate most of the time to those. I find it really helpful to break down the piece into smaller sections, and I'll go through just a few bars at a time at a slow speed until I'm comfortable with it, and then I'll gradually increase the speed to where it needs to be, and this way I don't feel so overwhelmed when tackling a new piece, and it just helps ease me into that process. This is also a great time to experiment with dynamics and phrasing. Sometimes I'll try playing a new section a few different ways and just seeing what sticks, because sometimes you never know until you actually start trying. And of course, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.